Lou won't play today. He is getting better. He will be doing some work out there before the game. Everybody else that played the other night should be ready to go.
With Lou, are you in that place where you just want to get it to that next level of goodness, if you will, or could he go, or you guys being a little cautious?
No, he has to be cleared. Actually, we all just met right now. He still feels just a little bit of something. So you look around the league right now with strains that could turn a lot worse if you don't take care of it fully. You got to be 100% ready. So he's getting closer. Like I said, he'll do some work out here before the game, and then we'll reevaluate tomorrow.
Same lineup as the other night?
I think so.
Coach, for those of us who haven't gotten to see this emergence of Hassan Whiteside, what is he bringing to the table for you guys that's making him so effective?
Well, he's bringing size, obviously, on both ends of the court. Defensively, he's helping us protect the rim, playing a little bit more center basketball, and vertical spacing on the offensive end. But the most important thing through all of this, and we're happy for him, obviously. Anybody that has been where he's been, and then to be able to get back into the league and then find some success, it's hard not to root for somebody like that. But the most important thing now is to be able to sustain that, and the things that we talk about are the work ethic. You know, the program that we have set every single day for him, and he's been good about embracing the work.
What are the keys to his long-term success in this league?
Well, the next step and challenge will be sustaining it. And as he will be talked about on scouting reports now, and teams that will prepare for him, that's fine. That's competition. You have to embrace that. That's good when you start to get recognized by other teams and during their shoot-arounds and walkthroughs that they have to prepare for you. And nobody will fall asleep on him now. It's not a matter of people knowing who he is. So he has to sustain what he's been doing, and as long as he continues to embrace the work and the program that we've set, hopefully we'll continue to take steps forward.
How would you describe his attitude and mentality off the court, what you see in practices in the locker room?
It's been solid. That's what we talked about from day one. It's not about the minutes, not about the opportunity, it's not about the result yet, even though everybody is focused on that, and I get it. I understand why everybody's looking at the numbers and everything. My eyeball-to-eyeball conversation with him the first time at the end of November was about the program and embrace the work. And since his recent success, it's still about, okay, we'll see you tomorrow. See you an hour before practice and the film sessions. We'll see you an hour after practice with all of that. And he's been very committed to that work. So you like to see residual from that work. It doesn't guarantee anything, but now with the success, you don't want to throw that out the door either.
Was that something he took to right away, or did you have to get him up to speed on your program and how you do things?
He embraced it, and I think it helped his perspective and his experiences the last couple of years. So it was a convergence of a lot of good timings, and he's embraced the commitment to player development, to the work and learning our system, and fitting in. And we just want that to continue.
Erik, you guys' defense against the mid-range and three-point jumpers has been much better statistically the last few weeks. Does that tie somewhat to Whiteside, and are there some
a lot
other
of those factors that I've
as
been
well?
talking about quite a bit. It's not, you can't just be a one-man defense, and certainly not in the 23 to 28 minutes that he's been getting. You have to credit Hassan, but you can't put it all on his shoulders. There's a lot of other minutes. Our guards, it comes down to that conversation we had after the new year. We were going absolutely nowhere unless we commit defensively. We had to change some things a little bit. We're playing more center basketball and using the versatility of CB and Lou. But our perimeter players have really stepped up and taken more of a challenge, so our bigs aren't getting meeting dribble penetration at the rate that they were at the beginning of the year.
Erik, how many minutes do you think Hassan is capable of playing?
He's capable of whatever's necessary. There's no minute limit, and the games will dictate. He needs to come out for fatigue, or if I see something that I need to go to, I'll take him out. Otherwise, he'll play. What we need is good, impactful minutes from our centers, and that's Hassan, that's Bird. If we need to go deeper, we will. That's UD, and that's Justin Hamilton. 48 minutes of center basketball is required, and it's not exclusive to them either. Other guys have to give good minutes as well.
So when you have a rookie like Shabazz playing at home for the first time, is that something you address, or you just let it play itself out?
No, not about that. It was more about get your rest last night. To come in today, my discussion with him this morning was I just want him being aggressive. And that doesn't mean necessarily being who he was before either. I hope he's a different player than he was in college. This is a different game. This is apples to oranges. But he has the confidence of his head coach. And I don't even mind if he makes 2 or 3 mistakes from over-aggression right now. But I want to see that type of attack mentality. And I'll deal with those mistakes. But the passive play, you know, that's not what this team needs.
How difficult has this year been for you with the injuries?
It hasn't been. Look, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me or the team. And I understand the questions of that. I love the challenge. I like this team. I like the potential of the team. And I think we're making progress. Our results have not shown that. It has been frustrating for all of us. It's stimulating for all of us. As long as you don't think you're above it because of our resumes and what we've done before, this is competition. I love the challenge of trying to put together another team and trying to get to where we once were, and the thrill of that type of team. So we're rolling up our sleeves and getting to work. I want everybody to embrace it. The new guys, that's the only thing they know, but the guys that have been the Heat lifers, we're not above this. We're not above competition. We're not above injuries. We're not above adversity. You have to embrace it and ultimately enjoy the challenge of it.
Is it a little different this year with the lessening of the hoopla around your team?
Yeah, but we're past that too. It's
Feel
not as
it.
if we haven't coached teams that weren't like that. You know, so you know, our teams before that Big Three team was a little bit more like this, and hopefully, I've said this before. Hopefully I'm fortunate enough to coach in this league for a long time. If you do that, you're going to coach a lot of different teams. I feel very blessed that I'm in this profession, and you have to embrace the different challenges. I know down there, Danny, Coach Stevens, they love the challenge that they have. We love the challenge that we have. We think we're getting closer to turn the corner. There's things we can't control, like injuries. But I see some positive steps forward. Since January 1st, our defense has been very good offensively, at least for over 40 minutes of most games. We're playing how we want to play. We just have to eliminate these 6 to 8 minute stretches of really inefficient basketball.
Erik, can the team rely too much on Hassan too quickly?
Yeah, I've answered that before. We can't be a one-man defensive team, and we haven't been. We haven't been. He's averaged 23 minutes a game, so our defense has been solid without him in those minutes, and it's just as important for everybody else to take the challenge. Our perimeters have to contain the basketball. It's a pick and roll league. Tonight you'll see 50 pick and rolls. As guards, you have to be aggressive, and you have to embrace the pinball machine that you're going to be in, and you can't be Velcro on screens. You have to get over, get under, get through. Our guards have taken that challenge more than they were at the beginning of the year, and that's helped our defense. But like I said, also the versatility of other guys, Lou and CB, you know, that's helped as well.
Was that your biggest takeaway from the long stretch against Dallas at the guards, playing well enough on the perimeter? When Whiteside was out?
In what specific nature?
And that Dallas when that made their big run.
Well, we played bad basketball. I mean, if you go on a 39-2 run, you can point to a lot of different things. You know, at the end of the day, you have 3 two-time champions out on the court with a lot of experience that we needed to get better offensive possessions. But at the same time, to be fair, other than the turnovers and a stretch where once we got down by 12, where we really started to force the action a little bit, we got good looks. And you have to be honest about that. Wide open looks. Every time we needed one of those, we missed. And you have to hold the fort somehow by taking care of the basketball better and then defending. during that stretch. Overall, our defense, obviously, look at the numbers, holding them 14 below their average and 41% for the night. That's good. It was phenomenal in the first half, but during that stretch, we didn't defend well enough to hold the fort.
With Dawkins here and Drew down in Philadelphia, would you like to see an evolution in the way the personnel dynamics work between the league and affiliate, or is it okay the way it is now?
In what way?
In that you could maybe have your guy, the guys that you invest in,
yeah,
stronger hold.
Yeah, to that point, if you have somebody in camp, if you have 15 roster spots. Two things I really dislike. I hate having to put 2 guys in a suit when you're healthy. You'd love to have all 15 guys available if they're all healthy, rather than saying they're ineligible for whatever reason. Secondly, if you have a couple guys during camp, you'd like to have a couple developmental spots. They're with you all summer, they're with you in training camp, and then once you start the season, now it becomes a numbers game, and they're still playing for your affiliate. You would like to be able to keep them and protect them from somebody else plucking them. Maybe that'll be something that'll be discussed in the next collective bargaining agreement.
If there was that rule, though, you might not have Whiteside, right?
Possibly, but you still would have opportunities for players to go through the cracks. He still was cut. He still was in China last year. Anybody could have had him. You have to have some level of luck with these players. The one thing, hopefully, with us is we're committed to player development. We bring in people time and time again, and guys have gone through our doors and have succeeded somewhere else. But you just have to keep on searching. We have a great scouting staff, but it has to be the right timing.